Oh yes, the Forex market is open throughout the day. This does not mean that Forex traders stay awake for the entire day. No, there are certain time windows each day in which a majority of trading activities takes place. These time windows are called Forex market sessions, and this is what we are going to talk about in this tutorial. Hey there, it's a beautiful day, it's a wonderful time, and this is JLJ's World. Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome back to my new subscribers. You are appreciated and you are loved. Just hit the subscription button and the notification bell and you will never cease to be amazed at how much I love you guys, and this is why I bring you educational videos that will better your life. So it's simple, just subscribe. And this is JLJ's World. Welcome back to part 4 of our beginner series. In this video, we will get to know what time zone the Forex market operates and how it so happens that the Forex market is so different to any stock market in the way that it operates 24 hours a day. Of course, all of you know that the entire world does not rise and sleep according to one standard time zone. There are traders from different parts of the world that wake up at a different time from others. This makes the Forex market open 24 hours a day in order to cater for the requirements of traders all over the world. And since the Forex market is not in any physical place, it functions on a network of banks and exchanges situated in various countries. Thus, when markets of these countries are open, the Forex market open too. And at any given point, there is a country whose Forex market is open, and hence the Forex market operates 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. The Forex market is only closed on Saturdays and Sundays. This is time you can take to relax or maybe enjoy with your family, whatever you choose to do with your weekend. But the Forex market is usually closed on Saturdays and Sundays. In a typical 24 hours of the day, the Forex market begins with the opening of the Australian market, commonly referred to as the Sydney session, and the day ends with the North American session called the New York market. Actually, there are 4 sessions, and these include the Sydney session, the Tokyo or Asian session, the London session, and the New York session. These sessions are usually named according to the country and city where they happen. For example, the Asian session is opened in Tokyo, Japan, hence it is called the Tokyo session. The Sydney session happens in Sydney, Australia, the London session in London, and of course we have the North American market, commonly called the New York market session. Even though these market sessions are 4, not all of them experience high transactions and activities when they are open. This makes us to narrow down on only 3 trading sessions, that is, the Asian session, the London session, and the New York session. Let us begin with the Asian session. In this session, countries like China, Japan, and Russia open their markets in order to begin their trading activities. Other countries such as New Zealand and Australia are often combined with their Asian counterparts to make a combination of the Asian Sydney session. The Asian market session usually begins at 11 p.m. GMT and ends at 8 a.m. GMT. Well, I know some of you get confused when I talk of GMT. GMT in full is Greenwich Mean Time, which is the reference time for all of the world. And it's actually the time in a town called Greenwich in the UK. Kenya is usually 3 hours ahead of GMT, so that means in Kenya, the Asian session begins at 2 a.m. and ends at 11 a.m. The trick is just add 3 hours to the GMT time and you'll get the time in Kenya. Okay, it is important to note that the Asian session is the third most active session and it contributes to between 15% to 18% of the total Forex trading volume in the world. The second trading session is the London session. The London session is the most active trading session in the world. A lot of volatility is experienced in this session and it contributes to 45% of the world's Forex trading volume. In this session, European countries such as France, the UK, Germany, and Switzerland begin their trading. Trading hours begin at 7 a.m. GMT and ends at 4 p.m. GMT. That is 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Kenyan time. You will notice that there is an overlap of 1 hour between the Asian and the London session. And this overlap usually leads to a surge in trading volumes. That is why people who like trading breakouts prefer this session. The third session is the New York market session. This market is mainly dominated by the United States of America, since New York is considered as an important financial hub. It opens at 12 noon GMT and closes at 8 p.m. GMT. That is 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Kenyan time. The New York session is actually the second most active session as it contributes to almost 20% of the world's Forex trading volumes. When the London and the New York sessions are combined, they contribute to over 60% of the world's trading volume. That is why an overlap of these two sessions is the most active time. There is very high volatility during this overlap period. In this part of the world, that is Kenya and Africa as a whole, we are lucky since this overlap happens between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Kenyan time when most people are awake and have actually done what they needed to do in the day. This means you can go about your daily duties, and when this time comes, you can sit down and actually do your trading. So you have something to be proud of when you are living in Africa as a Forex trader. From what I've explained, you will notice that these sessions follow each other in a sequence. As the Asian session nears its end, the London session begins. And when the London session is almost ending, the New York session begins. The end of the New York session is picked up by the Sydney session, which then links up with the Asian session and the cycle continues. This is the reason why the Forex market is open 24 hours a day till when it is closed on Friday night. I hope you're learning and enjoying this video. If you do, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe. As a beginner, the easiest way to remember this is to download an application called Forex Market Hours on your Play Store app on your Android phones. This app will help you know the various market hours according to your time zone, and you won't have to remember the things I've been talking about, GMT and whatever. Just download that application and it will notify you whenever a particular trading session has begun. Many people ask me, which trading session is best for trading? There is no definite answer for this since each trading session has its own characteristics. However, I will not seek to answer this question now since I will be sharing it in the next video, that is part 5, and make sure you don't miss it by simply tapping on the notification bell. Whatever your trading strategy is, it's always beneficial to keep in mind the Forex market hours and the 4 Forex sessions. This is because different sessions are dominated by different types of traders, banks, governments, and different currency pairs. Taking this into account will give you a competitive advantage over other traders. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you've learned something. If you have a question, please leave it in the comment box below. I am your humble boy, Joe Luvai, and this is JLJ's World.